So Roger, you took that time off, those 6 months away. How satisfying is it for you to come back, having taken that time off, that step away from the game, and win your 18th major right off the bat?
I mean, it wasn't important to win. It was important to be healthy again. So I'll take the win as a nice side thing, if you like, because I really didn't come here to Australia thinking I was going to win this. I thought a great result would be a quarterfinal. So maybe it's because of that mindset that I actually ended up playing so freely and so well. I only started to believe once I played a great fourth round, a great quarterfinals, that maybe, you know, something's in the air and maybe I could make it really far. But I really stayed in the moment and played great against Stan when I had to in the fifth. And next thing you know is like I'm here again and in another fifth set. So it felt like I've been there before and I did well this tournament. I know Rafa can say the same. He also won 2 5-setters coming in. So it's a beautiful feeling. Can't believe it's real. It's going to take me some time to process the whole thing, and probably when I look back at this, I'll see so many cool things that happened because it's like a fairy tale story.
Sort of on that same vein, Andy Roddick was talking about he thought it was one of the most important matches as far as AO history goes.
Right.
How do you think history is going to reflect on you coming back and winning this match?
Well, I mean, look, I always think these finals of Grand Slams, or here the finals in Melbourne, is always a celebration of tennis as well as it is maybe celebrating the one or the other player and then especially the winner. So it was nice to see Rod Laver. It was nice to see Rafa at his best again, also after a tough year last year. And yes, what I did well is when I heard Andy speak and others speak about the magnitude and the importance of this match, I actually said, I'm all out, I'm embracing this thing. I'm going to go and just like say, I understand, I know it's important to you guys and it's important to me too, but I will still have the mindset, I have nothing to lose. And I think I was able to shuffle all those things around in my head and believe till the very end in the match that I could actually turn it around. And the last 4 or 5 games were just epic. So I couldn't be happier, of course.
With your new coach, Brandon Bork, now at the helm, you've won your 18th Grand Slam title. Is this a big change?
That's the smallest part, to be honest. For me, it's all about the comeback, about an epic match with Rafa again. Doing it here in Australia, that I'm so thankful to Peter Carter and Tony Roach and just people's, I guess my popularity here and their support, that I can still do it at my age after not having won a slam for almost 5 years. That's what I see. The last problem is the slam count. Honestly, it doesn't matter.
Roger, we all thought Rafa had no class calling the challenge on championship point. Have you ever been there before, and can you describe the emotion as you're waiting?
God, yeah, I mean, I guess I've been there before at some point. I couldn't tell you which finals or which, not a finals maybe, but like some matches end this way. So we've seen it before, but this was definitely, I mean, you have to challenge it. You know, if you're Rafa, what other option do you have? Good would have been if he would have gotten there, plays a lob, and then challenges it, because then at least it's replay the point, isn't it? So, of course, it's slightly awkward to win this way, but nevertheless, I think emotions poured out of me. I was incredibly happy, as you can imagine, and then, of course, also seeing my entire support team and Mirka and everybody else just going bananas was cool. I knew from that point on, like I actually did really win, and that was a great feeling.
Winning 18 obviously would have been special regardless of where you done, but can you just tell us how special it is doing it here in Australia?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I think it would have been special regardless of where it was going to be. But look, this is the tournament I've not missed. You know, I've now missed the French, I've missed the US Open last year. This is the one, I guess it's my most consistent slam, potentially. It all started for me here, you know. I played the qualies here in 99, the juniors in 98. Won my first match maybe against Michael Chang here back in 2000. So I go way back and always loved coming here, you know. When you win down here, the journey home is not a problem, you know, and when you lose, it's brutal. So that's why I feel very fortunate tonight.
I think after the semi-final against Stan, you touched upon the fact that you might have tensed up a little bit in the final set. How are you able to remain so free and focused tonight and play perhaps some of your best shots ever? It was quite incredible coming from a breakdown.
Yeah, I told myself play free. That's what we discussed with Ivan and Severin before the matches. Like, you play the ball, you don't play the opponent. Be free in your head, be free in your shots, keep going for it, because the brave will be rewarded here. And I didn't want to go down just making shots and seeing, you know, forehands rain down on me from Rafa. So I think it was the right decision at the right time. I had opportunities early on in the fifth as well to get back on, you know, on even terms. So I could have been left disappointed there and just accepted that fact. But I think I kept on fighting. I kept on believing that, like I did all match long today, that there was a possibility I could win this match, and I think that's what made me play my best tennis at the very end of the match, which was actually surprising to me, because I went through a bit of a lull in the fourth and the beginning of the fifth set.
I know you spoke openly about how the coaching change to Bork has revitalized your career and led you back to the very matches against Rafa.
Well, I mean, we go furthest back, you know, and Novak also has been one of my biggest rivals, so have Roddick and Hewitt, and I don't like leave anybody out, you know, to be honest, but I'm sure I've left a couple of out and they know who they are. But Rafa definitely has been very particular in my career, and I think he made me a better player. Him and a couple of more players have done the most to do that to me, because the way his game stacks up with me, it's just always it's a tricky one, you know. I've said that openly, and it remains for me the ultimate challenge to play against him. So it's definitely very special. I said that also before the finals. If I were to win against Rafa, it'd be super special and very sweet, because I haven't beaten him in a Grand Slam final for a long time now. Last time I guess was 2007 at Wimbledon in a 5-setter. And now I was able to do it again, and we're both on the comeback. Like I said, on the court, it would have been nice for both of us to win, but there's just no draws in tennis. It's brutal sometimes, but he should be happy, and I would have been happy too to be in the finals, like I said, on the court. But I think this one needs a bit more time to sink in. I think when I come back to Switzerland and I'll sit there, I'll be like, wow, the magnitude of this match is going to be... It's going to feel different, and I can't compare this one to any other one except maybe the French Open in '09, because I waited for the French Open, I tried, I fought, I tried again and failed, and eventually I made it, so this feels similar. Yeah.
With the White Leopard and the Rattler in your entourage, how will Roger Federer celebrate tonight?
I'm a bit more experienced about it, you know. I don't just show up and then look for something. You know, we've organized a party. The good thing is always to have enough people around it to make a party. So I have a lot of friends over here now, made a lot of friends also locally, and then also a lot of people have just been on this trip for some time now. So we're going to be about, I don't know, I guess 20, 30, 40 people depending. So it's better to party in a big bunch than all alone with one glass of champagne. But I'm sure it's going to be good fun, and I like the days when we had the day finals like in 2004, so then it wouldn't be already almost 2 o'clock. I still have doping to do, so I got a bit of pressure there actually to get that done.